Hi everyone, Lamisha here from LamishaSerf-Walls.com, bringing you another Mindset Monday tip of the day. Today I want to talk to you about getting back to neutral and how sometimes getting to neutral is the best thing that you can hope for. Now, I am a big supporter, of course, of doing mindset work and doing it consistently, right? Because if we're not doing it consistently, then it's just really not going to take effect as we want it to. But one of the things that I'm seeing people really struggling with lately is that they hit these lows and they know that when they're in those low moments that they have a tendency to start attracting some of the more negative things in life. So they're seeing where they are, they're seeing how low they are, and they're trying to do a very quick, very swift 180 to get from this really low place to this really high place. Now, for some people, depending on how low you are, we can make a bit of a shift so that you're feeling pretty high, right? So you feel at least optimistic or you're feeling hopeful. But depending on how low you are and how long you've been there, it can be really, really daunting to feel like you have to get from this really low place to this really high place. And when you've been doing mindset work or you have been following me for a while and you know that the power of your mind is so incredibly powerful that you're actually creating your future from this place, then you really want to get out of that low place and you want to get into this high flying, feeling optimistic, feeling amazing place. But sometimes that's too big of a jump. So I want to remind you today that sometimes neutral is enough. Sometimes there are moments when we're feeling hopeless or we're feeling a little bit off or we're feeling like, we're frustrated or angry or we've been dealing with something for a really long time. And while we know that we should, or it would benefit us if we could get to that high level, sometimes that's just too much to ask of ourselves in that moment. So if we can cut ourselves some slack and we can just take a moment, take a breather and say, okay, what is it that I can do to get me to neutral? If you can get to neutral, going from neutral to those high places is so much easier, but it's kind of like a staircase, right? You can't go from this really low place, skip a bunch of steps to get to the high place. Most of the time it takes a little bit of maneuvering to get there. So what are some things that can get you to neutral? Well, I think that this is a bit of a personal practice, and this is something that you'll start finding certain things work for you that don't work for other people. Some of the things that I do to help me get to neutral, honestly, meditation is key. I've just started working meditation back into my daily practice, and it has been amazing. And so when there are days when I'm feeling a bit off, for lack of a better word, then I go to that meditation practice. Another practice I use is the emotional freedom technique or EFT tapping. And if you've worked with me for a while or have been around for a while, you know that I am a huge supporter and I love me some tapping. It works wonders. It works really great with my clients. And it's a really powerful exercise. And for me, if I'm in those moods or if I'm in that low place, then I can do a couple rounds of tapping and really just feel a little bit more normal, and it really helps take me back to neutral. So if you don't have a list of things that you can try to get you back to neutral, I would try meditation. I would try EFT if you've never tried it before. You can also do things like run. I know for some people running and working out is a big thing for them. Sometimes I take a nap because just shutting my mind down for a little bit and then starting fresh is really, really helpful. So a couple of tips for you, to try out if you are finding that you're in this low place and you know how mindset affects your daily life and your manifestations, so you don't want to stay there too long. If you have questions about this, or if you have recommendations or things that you'd like to share with me about how you get back to neutral, feel free to share those with me. Shoot me an email, reply to this message, or comment below the video, and I'd love to hear it. I'm always open to new ways of, helping people and adding things to my practice. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if this is something you're struggling with, mindset issues, if you find yourself in a low place for a bit longer and you're just really trying to make heads or tails of this whole mindset thing, feel free to reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation and see if there's something I can do to support you. I am here to empower you so that you can take these tools and strategies, throw them in your toolbox, and then use them as you are moving forward with your life, okay? Remember, sometimes you can't always get to that high place immediately, and sometimes neutral is just enough. So cut yourself some slack the next time you hit that low point and pull out a couple of these exercises, find some things that work for you, and help yourself get back to that neutral place, okay? I hope this was helpful for you today. I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to like it, share it, love it, comment, or reply back and share your thoughts with me. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.